your game, MP.
Surprisingly loud crowd tonight. This should be a good one.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Up next, the Lakers taking on the Thunder. For the Los Angeles Lakers, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy. They've worked for it. Thunder, Lakers, coming right up. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Jazz matchup, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Connect, John Collins out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's the Eraser in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Chet Holmgren, Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Williams in at the 3. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, the rise and fire off the bounce by Gilgeous-Alexander. With that length and release point, good luck guarding it.
Pass to Collins. Here's the Eraser. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. That one goes in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shai does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Pass to Reeves. Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They swipe it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's the Eraser. And another 3 for the Lakers. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now here's Wallace. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Down low. Here's Collins. Another possession, another assist.
Great passing from him all season long as he continues his march on the record books.
And he is now tied for the second most assists in a single season. Phenomenal. Here's Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Connect. Yet another assist.
And we figured it was coming. His playmaking mastery now sees him shatter his own record for the second most assists in a single season.
That is big time. This is hallowed ground he occupies. And as the years roll on, he continues to challenge himself to get better and better. Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Williams. Last game he had 28 points. He drops it from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Here's the eraser. Off the mark there with a 3. Thunder trail by 7. Here's Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it. What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
An outstanding first quarter from the field. They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Jalen Williams very comfortable operating out of that mid-range area.
To the paint. Pass to the eraser. Here's Connect. 5 to shoot. Here's the eraser. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Here's the eraser. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The eraser grabs the board. The Lakers lead by 11. Collins outside. Pass to Connect. Here's the eraser. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's the eraser. 12 points for him. Here's Connect. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Connect's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Knocks down the long J.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That one drops for him. Reeves has got 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's the eraser. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Connect. Here's the eraser. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
They are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. The eraser grabs the board. The Lakers lead by 16. Now Reeves from outside the arc. And Los Angeles another three.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Holmgren. Can they get it? Wallace misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pass to Reeves. Now here's Drummond. Here's the eraser.
Come around.
There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Eason. No made baskets yet. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Lakers. The eraser's got his fourth rebound in this one.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And Mark Daignault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Topic comes in for Wallace. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Here's Topic. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Outside Eason. Dort, the pass to Eason. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Pass to the eraser. Tries the spin move. Great spin to the bucket. What a move. The eraser's got 20 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's Topic. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. No good off the back of the rim.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And that one's good. The eraser.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Eason. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Now the Lakers moving it up. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Let's go to the leaderboard and see which teams have been leading in assists this season. The Lakers, number 1. fourth, the Thunder.
These two squads move the ball with ease. They play an attractive brand of basketball.
Here's Topic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Clock at 6. The Thunder with another miss. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the eraser in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He scored 64 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Gran.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Payne's checked in for Williams. O'Neal, he's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Chris Middleton. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Holmgren, coming off a 12-point game.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, B.A., and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Here's Topic, following the score by Los Angeles. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The Eraser's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's the Eraser. Now Doncic, the 3 ball, nails it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 5 now.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka, ready on the catch to release and fire.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Eraser grabs a board. Here are the Lakers now. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain, besting them in the conference semis last year. Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Out to the right wing. Pass to Holmgren to stop the run. That shot is off. And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck.
We're going out there. No let up.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's the Eraser. He's got 25. A nice shot by Doncic.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Williams against Middleton. Right side, Williams. Good D by Middleton.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And so the ball out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Here's Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on Doncic. To the wing on the left. Topic for three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's the erase. Oh!
Yeah, you see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Topic. Doncic against Dort. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Three-pointer. Here's Drummond. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Outside, Williams. Buries it from 3. Williams has got 9.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Another shot. And Drummond with the lay-in. Drummond's gotten 4 this quarter.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second-chance opportunities.
Pass to Topic. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 5.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's the eraser. 27 points for him. Hits a three-pointer.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Wallace outside. Outside, Williams. Here's Topic. He's got 5. Back to Williams. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Middleton. And that one's good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Wallace outside. From deep, Holmgren. The Lakers with a rebound. The Erasers got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Gran for the visitors in this one, currently on their Southern California trip, taking on both the Los Angeles teams here in consecutive games.
And it's good scheduling to get both these games knocked out on one trip. That way they can stay at the same hotel, practice at the same gym, and don't have to worry about travel.
Williams passes to Dort. Here's Topic. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's the eraser. 30 points in the game. And here's Doncic. Spins. Here's the eraser. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Here's Holmgren. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
The eraser, the pass to Middleton. Count it. Middleton's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Here's the eraser. And a nice finish on the layup.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. Dort, a screen on Middleton. Williams misses.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And that one's good. Connect.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Topic. Now here's Dort from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the eraser. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Well, that's just an excellent possession from this team. When you set up Andre Drummond down low, you're going to either take contact, get to the foul line, score it. So productive inside.
And the Lakers making a change here. Second free throw, no good.
Boy, one thing you can say about Andre Drummond, he is so steady. Statistically, it's the same story every year.
Back to Williams. And there's the screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that time also a missed shot.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Doncic has got 13.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. They get the rebound. They shoot again. Misses the layup.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And here's Reeves outside. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. 13 points in the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Eason. Outside, Williams. Eason, a screen on Reeves. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Oh, got that one up quick. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And another miss by Oklahoma City.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Collins with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the lob, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Pass to Eason. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the three. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. To the middle. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to Eason. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Doncic. Launches a three. Sinks it from distance. Doncic has got 16 points now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Los Angeles running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that matchup with the Timberwolves, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside, break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. On the court for the Lakers, John Collins out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's the eraser in at the 1 spot. Here's Connect. Top of the key. And yep, it's good. He's got 16.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Fires in the triple.
Well, he's certainly got all the tools. SGA proving to be increasingly a threat from deep.
Here's the eraser. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Hits the trifecta. The eraser's got 35.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Wallace outside. Holmgren with a screen on Reeves. Wallace misses. And the Lakers shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a
Oh, wow.
Get out the way, Gran!
Come on.
Get out the way!
Yeah, sharp feed by Collins. His coaches want more of that from him.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. After this game, they can look forward to LA, where they'll match up against the Clippers. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Fires the 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me."
Oh, connects again.
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does. A shot to stop the run. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Collins right side. Pass to Connect. Lets it go from deep. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Eason. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Here's the eraser. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. The eraser's got 42 in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Outside, Williams. Here's Holmgren.
Great physicality on the defensive end from Drummond. Boy, just using that body to create good coverage.
And that one's good. Connect.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Here's the eraser. He's got 42. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Reeves. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And they've come out of halftime really on a roll.
Williams from long range. The eraser grabs a board.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Thunder. And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. Second, Chet Holmgren. Fourth, Andre Drummond.
And you gotta love watching them go to work on the boards. These two just put on their hard hats and go after any rebound they can get.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 5. To win the drought. Yep, count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Here's the eraser. Pass to Connect. Beyond the arc. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Left side, Williams. The Lakers with a rebound. Here's the eraser. He's got 42. Pass to Connect. The 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's closely guarded. Yep, that one's good.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Pass to Reeves. Collins outside. Pure from three-point range. Collins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force. What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to the eraser. Here's Shepard. Williams defending. Here's the eraser. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy. I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Puts the move on. Second shot opportunity. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers dominating the game. Here's Middleton. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And here's Shepard for three. Connects from downtown. Shepard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And let's take a look now at some numbers for John Collins.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's the eraser. He has 45 points. Pass to Shepard. And here's Middleton. Doncic on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Doncic has got 19 points.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Williams passes to Eason. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails the baby hook. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points here in the second half.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton. Slamming it in to make a statement.
And the Thunder shooting 39% from the field in the third. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 22 points for him. And there's a pick. To the inside. Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Shepard.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
And stolen by Holmgren. And here comes the break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
And
It's winning time, kid. Get in there.
That's what's up, coach.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They've got Cason Wallace. He's out there with Topic. Lugens Dort out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Jones in at the power forward position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's the eraser. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Dort. Outside Jones. Outside Williams. To the left side wing. Topic for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. The eraser, the pass to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Topic for three. Gets the three to fall. Topic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
From downtown. And it's the eraser missing. Oklahoma City has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the fourth. Jones with a screen on Vanderbilt. Williams from long range. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's the eraser. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. And the Thunder making a change here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The eraser's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. O'Neal passes to Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And another one!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Wallace outside. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
To halt the run, Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game. The three. And it's the eraser missing. The Thunder have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Ooh, poked away. Puts up a deep 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Wallace, right side. There's the 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Pass to the eraser. Puts up a 3. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
Oh, boy, how slippery is SGA on the dribble drive? Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
They get it back. Doncic. An easy 2 on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. Pass to Shepard. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Shepard's got 6 in the quarter.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Dort outside. Holmgren with it. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wallace. The eraser grabs a board. The Lakers shooting just a phenomenal clip. 59% here in the fourth. Good. He hits again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Dort outside. Outside Eason. Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. They need this. Gets the 3 ball to go. He has 29 now.
Yeah, there's a competitive toughness to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He comes right back with a 3 of his own.
Here's the eraser. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The eraser grabs a board. The Lakers shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Throws it up high, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Here's the eraser. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Outside Eason. Pass to Wallace. Will it go? Offensive board.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's O'Neal. And he banks in the layup. O'Neal's got 5 points now this quarter.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now. Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Here's the eraser. Doncic outside. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Holmgren with a screen on Doncic. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Off with the layup. And for the Lakers, they're shooting an out-of-this-world 77%.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for the eraser.
They couldn't have asked more from him, putting up this sick triple-double.
Dort outside. Shoots over Shepherd. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Watch basketball for another 30 years and not see that again.
They don't even know what's coming for them.